still going to college. We're going to talk about the Ed Reed situation. I don't know how much you followed with this.
That was.
It's a doozy.
Oof.
It's a doozy.
I'm not happy about it.
Not at all. And
I'm not happy.
people originally started trashing Ed Reed. So if you guys don't know, viewers at home watching this, essentially Ed Reed became the head coach at Bethune-Cookman, an HBCU. He got there. His office wasn't cleaned. There's no locker rooms. He saw people sharing helmets. There's mold all over the equipment. And so he went on social media and made like a little rant, kind of like a little Deion Sanders, but his own personal touch. And the, what do you want to call it? The head honchos at Bethune-Cookman did not like that. And so they fired him even after he apologized. And since then, players have come out from Bethune-Cookman. About 26 players said they were going to commit. Some big-time recruits that were ready to follow with Ed Reed. And players currently on the team said there's no locker room, and they confirmed it. One I saw on TikTok, he confirmed that they share helmets. A receiver ran off the sideline and handed his helmet to another receiver that was going in the game, which is embarrassing. There have been students who have shown that their dorm rooms are covered in mold. So this whole thing is crazy.
Yeah, this backs up every single thing that Deion spoke about. The moment Deion left, everybody was like, oh, trashing on Deion, saying that the school's not funding what they should fund and there's money going missing. They're not putting money where it needs to go to, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. Well, here we are at another school, and it's the same thing, but worse. There's no money being put into the athletic department. There's no money being put into the students as far as dorm rooms. Mold is a health hazard. Sharing helmets can also be a health hazard because if it doesn't fit a certain player correctly
and
they get hit hard, you could have a extremely bad concussion or a bunch of other stuff can happen. So there's a bunch of safety concerns. And as the head coach, it's your job to bring that to light. It's your job to come out there and say, hey, this is not right. We need to correct this. We need to find some funds, maybe. We need to figure out where we're wasting money and where we can put money back. And for this school to go out and say, you know what? No, you don't call us out like that on our bull crap, our moldy.
They're not upset
stuff,
at him. They're upset they got caught.
Yeah, then that's what I mean. They're like, you don't call us out and shine some light on our mold and our dual helmets and our no locker rooms and all this other stuff. How dare you tell everybody how terrible we treat our players, coaches, and staff and everything like that. So they did Ed Reed dirty.
Yeah.
What they should have done was they should have come out publicly and said, hey, guys, we've had some funding issues. It's been going on for a little while. We're underfunded. It's definitely something that we've noticed, and we're trying to figure out a way to fix these problems and come up with a solution. Now that we have a prominent former football player, Ed Reed, as our head coach, maybe he can assist us in finding an avenue to allocate some money so we can improve the dorm rooms, get a locker room, and get helmets and equipment for all these players, and improve the facilities and improve the department or the athletic department and get everything rolling and become a great school where we can actually start to play ball and win games. But instead, they fired one of the most respected players in the NFL, who I personally would think would be an amazing head coach.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to pick him up, and they're going to be counting their losses because he was bringing in some pretty good talent. Any future football players that were thinking about maybe going there, that's probably done.
I wouldn't touch it. I would not touch it.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're probably going to go downhill even further than what they're at now, which is unfortunate because HBCU schools do deserve some funding. They do deserve recognition. They got a lot of talent that goes to these schools. They've got a lot of great programs. It gives an outlet for a lot of kids who probably could not go to like a top 5 school like Alabama or something like that. It gives them a chance to go out there and do stuff, but at what cost?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really want to go to a school like this and sit there with mold above your bed every single night, wondering what type of health conditions you're going to have.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that, so it's unfortunate. Hopefully this shines enough light on it and it brings enough controversy around the situation that it gets fixed and they start taking action. And hopefully Ed Reed gets another job. I'm sure he doesn't need the money.
No,
He's Ed
and
Reed.
that's the thing too. That really people don't realize is Ed Reed had millionaires and billionaires lined up to help fund the program and the school.
Yeah.
That they just threw away.
That's the worst part is just because somebody came out and talked and said, hey, everything around here, it is garbage. We need something done. And I've got people lined up behind me willing to dig into their pocket and fix this place up. And they just
threw it away.
They got petty. They got emotional about it. They took it as a shot towards them. And now they're going to stay the same and probably get worse. They passed up on a really big opportunity. And hopefully Ed Reed goes somewhere else and he can actually make the changes that he wants to make if the school needs it.
And he turned down the Jackson State job. I don't think people realize that. To go to Jackson State obviously got a little more funding when Deion was there. He went to a different school because he wanted to help another HBCU. This kind of plays into, so listen, I don't know much about HBCUs, right? I'm not going to lie, but every time I hear HBCU, it's always followed by corrupt leadership. And this is not break the mold. Like you're fitting the mold of what everyone says HBCU athletics, corrupt leadership. Athletic directors, university presidents, it always corruption. Somehow, some way. So this kind of fits the bill to where, hey, we're making money. The school needs help. Yes, now Bethune Cookman did get hit by a hurricane that they're still trying to recover from. But why turn down the coach that was going to help bring money to help fix that? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. He had a plethora of recruits to help turn your football program around. He was going to get everybody new jerseys, new equipment, probably help with the dorm rooms and everything like that. And now at this point, you're not only hurting the athletic department, you're hurting the entire school because of your ego, because you're upset that you got called out. Yeah. You got called out.
Their dirty laundry, got thrown out into the wind. Everybody got caught wind of it, and so now they're pissed. They're upset. Yeah. They're angry that somebody came out there and called them on their BS, and it happens everywhere in everyday life. Like if somebody came to you and put your dirty laundry out there, you would be mad. But this is an institution, and that institution was granted an opportunity to receive the funding to fix the issues that they have. So they fumbled it, and I hope the best for Ed Reed.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, give us your thoughts and opinions on the Ed Reed situation, the HBCU situation. And just let us know, maybe if you agree with this, maybe you don't. Maybe you know a little more about the situation than we don't. Maybe we're overlooking something. But to our outsider perspective, the university messed up, and Ed Reed would have been a great coach, and they just kind of fumbled the bag.